forward now with a bit of confidence. And here's a coalescence from the high ground for Roolf, and wow, the timing on that one looks so good.
Really
Just able to get rid of Chris and Gangnam Jin, deal with them pretty comfortably.
I feel like I've just always been a gamer, like for as long as I can remember. I've been playing video games. Like my dad always played games when I was young. And I think games is definitely one of the big things that connects us. Yeah, it's just kind of always been there. Like a lot of my early games were because he was playing it himself, so I'd usually just like copy whatever game he was playing at the time. And then eventually we had like consoles like N64. And, you know, I feel like I've just always been playing games from as long as I can remember.
Hey, let's pull it back a bit, boys. We're a little bit far off.
I didn't have too many friends, again, like that played video games, like the same video games I would. They're more very, very mainstream in the games that they liked. You know, they liked the Call of Duty whenever it released, or FIFA. I always solo queued. A lot of like my real life friends, they played different games. They never really played computer games at all. As I climbed, like I made a few friends that I would queue with for, you know, maybe a couple weeks, but then I'd usually like outrank them and move on until like I just like keep on climbing, right? Like all I cared about was like grinding and climbing. Anna's up top. Ah. Eventually, like while playing those quick play games, some people, they asked me to play for their team that would play in random tournaments, and then kept on going from there. I just jumped from team to team. I think once you're on a team, you know, everybody kind of becomes your brother. I think that's what makes like the most successful teams. You know, it's that camaraderie that you build through playing with each other and trusting each other. And so it definitely does feel like, you know, it's your team against the world type of thing.
There's a self-destruct. Don't do what you did on Gibraltar and get back on that payload fast. Salieri stops the remake with the Primal Rage. And now it's on MB to just maintain control and walk this one over the line. No! Roolf!
It made the decision to actually, you know, take the jump into the Overwatch League so much easier. Just like knowing I'd have like so many like great teammates around me, like great staff, right? Like I loved everybody on the team. I still do. There's doubt. Because I've already gone through like years and years of doing the tryout process, and I'd find myself always making it to like the final few in a lot of these tryouts, and then, you know, that's just kind of where it ended. Like every team would just, you know, end up saying no, which you know, just like kills you mentally when you try it for so many teams like every year, and then you always make it really far. Like, you know, you're capable, but you know, you just like can't quite get over that last like bump, you know, to make it. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a lot of doubt. Yeah, I mean, I didn't necessarily even expect to make it this year in 2020, right? It was just like kind of a big surprise when you know, Titans came to us. I was kind of expecting to have that be my last season at Contenders, and then I was going to move on with my life. But yeah, then Titans came over, gave the offer, and because it was with that team that I was able to stay with, that, you know, made it so much easier to just say, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Okay, this is just Roolf's 3K from earlier. I mean, yeah.
This was pivotal though. This was really important because look, Titans only have 2 players alive versus 4 from the Defiant. There's no healers though, so they can't heal up Numlocked or Agilities, and Roolf in the back can't be dealt with. Early
on, I definitely would say that there was a ton of support, which was a little unexpected, like given the circumstances. But, you know, I think like the Titans fans were wonderful. I don't know, they were like insanely supportive when we first joined, and that wasn't really expected, but it was very, very welcomed because we were all just like in over our heads. So to have that like wave of support there for us, it was like a great feeling.
30 on the uprising, so he's close to that mythical flatter deadlift. Yeah. This is Roolf for those final moments though. Great combination with that gravitic flux, and I mean, they're sitting ducks. It's easier than clay pigeon shooting at that point.
Gaming's definitely been a huge help for me in my entire life. You know, it's always been like the one constant that's always been there. I'm somebody who, you know, definitely has struggled a lot over the years, and like gaming is just kind of that one thing that, you know, has kept me like happy and sane. Being a team in Overwatch is like one of the hardest things ever. So like, you know, now that I know I can do that, yeah, I could be a team anywhere that's needed.